Good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you all with a bright face even after the tiring work for the whole week last week, and then you're coming back, not gone into your nap in the afternoon at home. You come here to be with us. Thanks a lot. In fact, I must tell you that it's a sort of a pleasant surprise for me when I was told. I was in the flight. I was sharing with some of you there. I was in the flight going to Saudi last week, 3-4 days back, when suddenly I keep getting the WhatsApp messages from Satyamurthy, your Sam. And one of the messages was that I was invited for a program when I am there in Kuwait. I felt okay, it should be possible. Then the next, the WhatsApp message which came, which was mentioning to me that giving me an agenda of program. And when I was going through the agenda, I thought somebody is speaking, and finally I saw my own name was there, and I was told that you have to speak on human relations. So it was a pleasant surprise for me, as I told you, because then the moment I say human relations, to talk human relation, it's a topic which everybody knows. What is so new about it? So where do we start? So then the point of view, what you people were talking about, dream and then vision. So I also gone into the same zone. What to dream in that human relation? Okay, possibly you can dream when you go back some thousands of years ago. So what it would have been, how it would have been, what was there? And then have a vision of what made the human relations which came into existence. How? What had happened? How these human beings have evolved? So I thought of getting into that mode because I didn't want to do the normal HR topic of human relations, some here and some there. I didn't want to get into that. So I went to the Stone Age through my dreams inside the flight. So you all know about Neanderthal, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So what they were doing, Neanderthal were Stone Age people. They were called as Neanderthal. So they were also human, isn't it? But they were not human. They were not human. Why they were not human? Though they were also having 2 legs, 2 hands, everything was there. But what made them different? That was the question. Which then I was just getting into some Googling. They were aggressive. Why? Because they had only a limbic brain and the reptilian brain, which was something to do with a reflective sort of a thing. And they were also having that fear. When somebody approaches you, they will first immediately attack. They don't know anything other than that. So that is where these people were different. Then what has evolved? Why people, how they have changed themselves? They were motivated by fear, not by conscience. They were not conscious. And they were all lone survivors. They never lived in a group or something like that. They were all lone survivors. And the neocortex brain, which is grown later, was not there. How did we evolve? When we evolved, this is how we evolved. It's a history. It's a Darwin's theory. Everybody knew. See, this is how when we evolved, simultaneously, it is not the human being body structure is getting evolved. It is the neocortex is also getting evolved. What is neocortex? Neocortex is making you to think, making you to, be compassionate, making you to be conscious, making you to be holistic, making you to be family oriented, then made them from not, but this reptilian brain is still also there with us. It is not that neocortex is fully grown for all of us. It is being evolved. So that is why sometimes you feel some people, they will be reflective. They will immediately say, suppose I will give you an example to tell you how our limbic brain is still very effective and very strong. You are going to an office in the morning. Suddenly you find in your car somebody is leaning and reading the newspaper, some locals. But you are in urgency to move. How do you behave?
So,
Hey,
you get little violent, aggressive.
So that is there in our system. Whereas we can even think differently. With our neocortex is growing, we can even think differently. Some people do it differently also. That is the difference which happens. Then, what makes us different from Neanderthal? It is the human relations. Nothing. So, I wanted to bring into my topic of human relations through this path. So, when you say human relations, it is not only family. They started having interdependency between two people. Two became four, four became eight. So, there was an interdependency which got created into the human relations. So, that is the reason how it got evolved into cluster living. It got evolved into family orientation. Then we have slowly, the neocortex started unfolding. A lot of folds started moving into the neocortex. So the industrialization started, agriculturists, the people started working for themselves. They have started moving towards growth. They were started interacting with each other in so many ways and means. Interdependency started between human beings. That is how human relations was growing. These are some of the pictures to give you an idea of how then festivals. There is no end to it. The moment the neocortex started growing and having a lot of folds, because number of folds makes you more intelligent and more compassionate and more knowledgeable. So this is how we have grown. Okay. Then it is also somebody was mentioning about Toastmaster. We talked about the differentiating factors started coming into the human relations. What? The self-awareness through feedback. Because he started accepting others' point of view for their personal growth. So then human relations taken a different level. How? The man cannot improve unless he is aware of his present situation. So when you are giving a feedback, you are shown a mirror in front of you. So you accept your mirror or you don't accept your mirror. Normally people accept the mirror. So when it comes to feedback, then depends on your neocortex. You accept or you don't accept. Okay? I don't like him. I need to know him more. This is Sam told me one day when we were discussing, so I thought I will use the same thing here. Okay? So, then what? Next level. Started listening. You need to listen to more. The human relations making you to listen more. The active listening has differentiated us. How? We often prepare more for what we are going to say than what we want to hear. So this is the reason why listening takes a backseat. When we are growing, the listening needs to grow as well. The human being is not patient enough to listen, so they start judging. Next level, we started learning. Okay. How? Everybody has that. What do you feel? Sorry. What do you feel looking at it?
playing or seeing the board.
The children are playing, they are very happy. Okay? And so this is an image. This is an image in your front of you. It has created some sort of a thinking on you. Okay. Now what do you feel?
Dark clouds.
Now there is a pollution.
Okay.
So the same children, now this image is different.
They're still playing irrespective of.
Still they are playing. Whereas by looking at that and looking at this, your thinking changed. Okay? This is what I am saying. What is learning? When you are accepting another's point of view in order to enrich your own perception. That is what is learning. So what is the learning in this? If you see, image need not be equal to reality. Image is generally not equal to reality. Can we say that?
Correct.
Okay. Now, can we change this reality?
Yes. Yeah.
How?
By changing the thinking.
By changing the thinking or by changing, no, here.
By vision.
By changing the people to go away from here, you can change the reality. Otherwise, you can remove control to pollution. You can remove this factory from here, close down. When the children are playing, this area is play area, not to have any factory. So when you have to change the reality, you need a lot of power. Okay. Now what happens? You start adapting to the image. What do? You tell the children, no, don't play here. Go to another place. You start adapting. You need to have willingness to adapt yourself. Okay. These are all the learning which we have over a period of time. Then, if you keep the image also fixed and the reality also fixed, I will not change, he will also not change. Then what happens?
Conflicts, fights.
Conflict. It creates conflict. It needs tensions, emotions, stress. Okay? So, indirectly, managing our image increases our influence on ourselves and also influence on others. So, these are all the techniques which we have learned as our neocortex started folding. Then, the image dictates our behavior. Ultimately, it is not the technical competencies we are looking for when we see somebody's growth. It is always the more and more leadership people grow, their behavioral competencies is much more, noticed. So it is the image which creates the behavior. So what happens here? You look at an image, you have a filter in front of you while looking at a particular reality. You have an image through your filters. What are the filters? It determines by your education, your character, your experience, your family values, your way in which you have been brought up. The filter gets formed without your knowledge. And you start looking at some image, thinking that that is the reality. Okay? The same way, if you see, there is another person is also looking at the same reality through his own filter or her own filter. What happens? It's both are not equal. So this reality looked at by this person and this person has to be different.
Different.
Isn't it?
Correct.
So what is the solution? What is the learning which we have got in this best way? We all call, something called empathy. What is it?
Putting ourselves in other person's shoes.
That's it. Simple. So you start looking at through the filters of the other person, your problem will get solved. There is no, image difficulty or the change in reality, nothing. You will all start to look at the reality through the other person's filter. This is called empathy. So, when we see what happens when there is this talked about conflict, okay, this is another learning which are in the human relations. When two people are interacting, there has to be image distortions. There has to be the reality looking at differently for different people. So what happens? It leads to conflicts. Then we started understanding the nuances of conflict handling to make it more effective, to make it short. If your human relations at very high level or in the positive, very high, I would say more positive, and your performance result task orientation is also very low, then you start avoiding the conflict. Both are low. Okay? If suppose your human relation is at a very high level and your task orientation is at very low level, then what you do? You start covering the conflict, start protecting. Okay? When your human relation is very low and your task orientation is very high, then what you do? Put a force on people and say, ready, hell, you have to do this, completed. I don't want to listen to it. Don't have your own conflicts. Go and keep it at your home. Isn't it? And if both are at a high level, your performance orientation is also high, human relations is also very high. That is the time when you start talking to the people, negotiate, confront the situation, and remove the barriers. This is another dimensions of human relations. Then, which starts developing the positive inner attitude. We talked about filters. We talked about looking through others' filter. Successful people were aware of the existence of that filter. That is the most difficult task because many people don't know that they have a filter. They all feel, when I am looking at it, this is how I have been seeing for the last 30 years. So this is how it's like this.
I am right.
This is the way I look at it. This is the way I see things. So I don't see anything different. That person is wrong. He doesn't know. He is very new to Kuwait. I have been seeing only like this. That makes the difference for a successful people and not so successful people. So they start knowing their own filters. That means they start thinking from the other's point of view. That means they are becoming more empathetic. Clear? When I see the next level, because the dimensions of human relations, I'm not touching upon all the subjects because then it will run for weeks. I can take sessions for weeks. We start, when we are starting interacting with the people, the most, I would say, the effective way of influencing or making the people to understand, one way of motivating is through praise. Do we praise? It is needed even for your own children, it is needed for you, it is needed for your boss, it is needed for the entire universe. And many a times we forget using this small tip of praising people. And it's not that easy whether you're praising the result or an effort. That makes the difference. Many times we tend to praise the people for the results because somebody is, I would say, my first daughter always scored 90%, 95% in mathematics. And my second daughter, she scores about, when she was small, not now, now she is also scoring 90. She used to score only 70%. Okay? But over a period of time, the second daughter started improving from 70 to 75, 75 to 80s. My first daughter from 90 to 95, 95 to say even scored 99s. But the effort, we used to have a debate between me and my wife because she always goes for the first daughter, I go for my second daughter. So I used to say, no, it is the effort. You see, this girl has made a big effort, and from 70 she has come to 85, rather than 90 becoming 95. So we should praise both, but this needs to be praised more. This is an effort which needs to be praised rather than the result on loan, not only result. Because the more and more you praise the effort, the result will automatically come. So that is a small tip in the human relations. And the preconditions of effective praises needs to be spontaneous, it should be personalized, it should be proportional. It should not be make people, uncomfortable when you're praising also. Sometimes you can praise in such a manner people start feeling little disturbed. What the hell? I mean, is he praising me or is he hitting me below my belt? You see? That also makes things difficult. And it is always the effort which needs to be praised rather than, even in Bhagavad Gita, it is not the same thing as being told. You do your duty, rest you leave it to the God. It will happen. So take your effort, that's it. Praising for effort will stimulate the results. Input, throughput, output and outcome. That's a simple sequence. Praise is equal to motivation, but praise is not equal to thanking. Please don't use praise for thanking somebody. Okay. Then comes influence. There is another dimension to human relation, because if you have to get things done from somebody, you need to influence. Otherwise it doesn't happen. Do you influence by that? You're sure?
Wait without
Do you influence consciously or unconsciously?
Unconsciously, most of the time.
You influence unconsciously also. Can you just go into, having some time?
Yes.
No problem. Okay. I think I'll go into an iceberg theory. Just take 5 minutes more, that's it. Do we influence? Does it happen consciously? Does it happen subconsciously? How much we influence? What is the benefit of influence? I will just get into the 3 laws of influence. The first law says, you all said, we always influence, so I also go with you. How? It is like something, it's not coming. This is an iceberg, okay? There are 2 icebergs. Okay? When you are, these things are visible, your behavior is visible, people see each other. But undercurrent, it is always, there is some sort of an influence taking place, even without your knowledge. Okay? So it could be sometimes pleasant. Some people, by looking at it, they are feeling very happy. Sometimes when you look at them, you are feeling sad. I don't know why. It happens. So that is an influence which we talk about. Then, second law. So then we start detailing. By looking at it, anyway you have influence. When you are detailing, you start interacting. You talk to the person. How are you? What you are doing? How things are. When you start interacting, getting into the more deeper session, then you start knowing the person more. Person whom you thought not that good, you start feeling is very good. It's vice versa. It can also happen. So one detail can bring you success, another detail can bring you failure. Be careful. Okay? Then it is either 100% success or 100% no. Then the third law. Third law is little, this portion is a conscious portion. This portion, just imagine there is an iceberg. It's not visible here. Sorry for it. This conscious area, this is unconscious, subconscious area. The third law says you influence by your conscious action. You can influence the subconscious of the other person. What does it mean?
We deliberately want to influence the person.
How?
Like inception.
How? How do we make a difference? How? I will give you an example. So I will not take time on this because
Hypnotize.
not necessary. That is third degree, fourth degree level of influence. Not that. Suppose you are interviewing two people for the same position. Everything is same. Okay? And technically they are very qualified, answering all questions right, no issue. One person, now the final interview is going on. You have to select either of these two. Okay? One person entering. May I come in, sir? Sitting. Taking the permission from the panel, sitting, answering, going in. Another person, he just banged the door, come, stands like this, and sit and put his foot on top of another leg, answering the same thing. He is very happy. He is looking very confident. Who will you select?
Second one.
Who will you select?
It depends on the post. If it is kind of authoritarian post, the second one probably.
Who will you select?
The first one.
Who will you select?
For me,
Hmm?
I will select the first one for respect.
Second.
First one.
Okay, so all are right. You have every right to have your own way of selecting because the first one as conscious action has influenced the subconscious of the other person. For the role, as you rightly said, if I need a very confident person, I will select the second one. If I want somebody with humility to work as a team within my team, I will select the first person. That is what the third law says. Influence. Okay? Now, I'll come back to other touch points of human relations. Smile, be empathetic. It's talked about, this is all something which keeps repeating. Respectful towards, have your own convictions, beliefs, and practices. Walk with a smile, spread happiness. Go to that extra mile in helping people. Have empathy. Ultimately, your objective is to go for self-actualization, Maslow's need theory. Maslow's need hierarchical theory. After physiological needs fulfillment, your safety needs fulfillment, your self-esteem gets fulfilled, then you go for a self-actualization need. So till then, human relation has to be intact. It will be there. It has to be multiplying. It has to create more and more folds into your neocortex. Okay? I will give you a small this is a small video. Should open there. I don't know.
Say okay.
Say okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, waiter.
No, my story.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I get a table for one?
Of course, I can see you right now. Please sit here. Can I get something to eat today? Excuse me. How many times do I gotta tell you that you're not welcome here? Hey, please. I'm just really hungry. Hey, look, well, you should have thought of that years ago and learned your lesson when you used to work here, Paul. It seems like every time there was something, you would just help it. Like that one homeless woman with the two colored eyes. I mean, how am I supposed to stay in business? It's not my fault that she's homeless. We're not in the business of helping people out. We're in the business of selling meals. Now, get out of here before you scare my customers away.
Sorry to interrupt, but do you have a table for two available instead?
Yes, can I ask why?
I would like to treat Paul here to a nice warm meal.
I'm sorry, man, but he's not local in this restaurant.
I wish you would reconsider. You see, a few years ago, I had just moved to this city, and I ended up becoming homeless. I would sleep outside of restaurants, and people like Paul would help me by giving me hot meals. If it wasn't for people like him, I don't know if I would have made it. As a matter of fact, it was actually Paul who was helping me. I was the homeless lady with the two colored eyes.
That's a really sweet story, man, but he's not local in this restaurant. You can take your business elsewhere before I let that happen.
Okay. Before I go, have you ever heard of DM Capital?
Of course, they're my biggest client. We wouldn't be in business without them.
I'm Catherine Lilly, the CEO and founder of DM Capital. And from now on, we're going to be taking our business elsewhere and spending our dollars on companies that are about helping people, not selling meals. Come on, I know a great spot around the corner where you can grab something.
Yes. I don't even know how to say thank you.
Don't even worry about it. And by the way, we're hiring. And I could use a guy like you.
God bless you, man. This is gonna change my life.
Wow. You helped change mine. Come on.
No matter what business we're in, we should always be in the business of helping people. The kindness we put out into the world always finds a way of coming back to us. If we help a hungry person, then we'll always have food to eat. If we help a jobless person, then we'll always have opportunities in front of us. And if we help a poor person, then we'll always have a rich life. That's because anyone who goes out of their way to help others will always be blessed with more than they gave. After all, there's a reason why we have two hands. One for helping yourself, and the other for helping others.
Let's move forward. The millennial, and are we moving forward or we are moving backward? What is happening? The joint families have become nuclear families. The dependency on technology is very high. We have gone into a corporate lifestyle and we have become less social. What is happening? Within the same house, husband and wife sending SMS, WhatsApp messages. Okay? And it's also become true that joint families, even if you live with your husband and wife, you are a joint family. So it's gone into that level. And we are becoming the prisoners for the technology. Nothing wrong about it. It was like this earlier. Now, we have become like this with your mobiles. Are we again becoming a lone survivor?
Neither thoughts.
Now, for the theme of the day here, I am getting into the vision for the future. What is it? Is this technology, is it a curse? We are becoming a slave. The technology is making, after the evolution, we are becoming a slave for the technology. And now, is it going to be the machine which is going to rule over the man? Or is it going to be a blessing? How?
Oh, I'm starving. You got anything for me? Those flowers look delicious. Oh, it's because of the conspiracy. Look at me, I'm a little know-it-all. Will you get back over here? I got a question about this conspiracy. Did you have to buy an extra seat for your hat, sir? Sir, are you stealing the desk? Sir, you have resting, confused face. Do you have a favorite animal or pet? A caterpillar. Wouldn't you rather have a gargoyle? Yes. You know, you can actually put the phone down and have a conversation with me.
I'll go forward. Or is it going to be a blessing? We are going to handshake with the technology and make use of the technology in growing the human relations.